What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the podcast. This is episode 15 of Very Really Good. Wow, we made it. I fucking start the episodes the same way every time, every week. I say, we made it. Like it's that hard to do this. Just kidding, it's very hard. Uploading this a little late, but screw it. You can't rush podcasts. I was gonna say perfection, but like you guys know this podcast is perfect already. There's literally nothing wrong with it. I'm literally the funniest and best podcaster in the world. Speaking of a podcaster, I was changing my Instagram bio because I'm a fucking loser. And I typed out podcaster and then I deleted it. I backspaced a bunch, so podcaster went away. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but I really don't like the term podcaster. But it is a title, but I feel like I don't appreciate titles that you just throw at yourself if you just do something. Like I haven't been I'm not good at podcasting. Like if you could just start you could just say some shit into your microphone, and then upload it and call it a podcast, and you're a podcaster now. So I don't know. If I was like the winner of American Idol, but for podcasts, then I'd call myself a podcaster, because then I know I have something that I won, that show that I'm the best podcaster. Holy shit, I wish there was American Idol, but for podcasters. It would be called American Podcaster. I'm tired, can you tell? Fuck. Before we get into the juicy stuff, the real hot and spicy shit, I'm gonna take a hot and spicy shit on the podcast. This is what's happening this episode. Live shits. You're gonna hear poop come out of my ass. Oh, okay. Anyways, I don't know why I'm gonna say this after I said that, but please like and review the podcast. Really helps out a lot. Share it on your story, on your Instagram story, on your Snapchat story, on your Twitter. Share it everywhere. Tell your friends about it. This is a movement, and it's real. It's happening. So get on board, or fuck off. Get on. Hey, Very Really Good, a podcast with Curtis Connor. Get on board or fuck off. That's what I say all the time. Get on board or fuck off. You'll be bored, so fuck off. If you're bored, fuck off. Get on board. Come on, all aboard SS podcast. Why is SS? What is that? Why have they put SS in front of ship names, of boat names? Does it stand for ship? Yeah, it has to. All aboard the ship. SS. Super smooth. What am I saying? We got some stuff to talk about. What's been going on with me lately? Not much. Put out a video that I'm really proud of. Spent my whole Saturday on it pretty much. It's like a good hour filming it and stuff. Well, not really. It was the video's about Lil Michaela. If you haven't watched it yet, go watch it. Because I found out some pretty crazy shit. I did some research on the whole topic, and then so that was probably an hour of research, filmed for an hour, and edited for 5 hours straight, 5 or 6 hours straight. And then I found out some more stuff while I was editing. So it was a whole day of stuff. It's I'm really proud of it. So yeah, watch that video if you haven't already. I'm finding out even crazier shit, so I might even do a part 2, but who knows? So that was fun. Did a video. Got another video planned. I haven't filmed it yet, but I know what it's gonna be. Might do another reaction video to a shitty Instagram video that someone sent me today, because holy smokes is it bad. But yeah, that's what's going on. pretty fucked up shit happened in Toronto yesterday. Fucking guy in a van drove on the sidewalk and like hit a bunch of people, and like 9 people fucking passed away. Like, that's fucked. 9 people that like were just walking on the sidewalk, and some fucking guy was like, yeah, it's the thing. I don't want to be like some fucking psychopath crazy dude, which is like, fuck yeah, like, because he was clearly like mentally unstable, and I don't want to, you know, because he's probably like, it's not his fault, probably. It's shitty, of course, but like, he's obviously going through a lot of shit, and I don't know, but still, I don't know, fuck it. That's why I hate like talking about this shit, because like, I don't know anything. Like, I know that mental health is I'm like, the extent of it is like unimaginable, because it's in your brain and it makes you do things. And if the person he like got out of the van and was like pulling out his cell phone, he like kept whipping it out and pointing at the police, like pretending it was a gun. So I think he wanted the police to shoot him, which is fucked. But yeah, I clearly, like, you're not stable if you're doing something like that. So like, if just a message for anyone out there, if you're feeling unstable and stuff, and you're having like pretty bad thoughts, just go to see someone, go like talk to someone, or like ask for help. Don't drive a van onto a fucking sidewalk, because Jesus Christ, obviously don't do that. So yeah, just a message, because that's fucked. I don't want to start this podcast on such a weird, sad note, but that's what happened. So Toronto was like, yeah, I got people like texting me and stuff, being like, dude, are you okay? Like, which is really sweet, but like, fuck, it's scary shit. Props to the cop though, who was like he got his cell phone pointed at him and stuff. Like, he didn't shoot. And if this was America, the guy would have been dead before he even got the chance to kill anybody. So, because cops in America are fucking bad. Anyways, Jesus fuck. Speaking of America, I was thinking of something. How's that for a fucking segue? If you guys if you're watching the video podcast, you know I'm lying. But if you're watching, shit. If you're listening, I'm on a segue right now. And if you're watching the video podcast, wink, wink. Or what if I was on a fucking Segway and you didn't know on the video podcast? Like, I was just sitting down on a chair, but the Segway was like underneath the table and I'm on it. Like, my feet are on the Segway, but you can't tell because it's just my shoulders up, pretty much. That'd be crazy. Sitting down while on a Segway. That's funny. Anyways, I'm going to talk about, America. I was thinking the 4th of July, Independence Day, but everyone just calls it 4th of July. And that's the only, I feel like that's the only like holiday or like special occasion where we just say the name of the date. We just say the date and that's what it is, a special date. Like everything else, it's like, it's Christmas, there's Halloween, or Valentine's Day, or Mother's Day, Father's Day. We never say the date, but 4th of July, it's like, yep, July 4th, 4th of July. And everyone's like, fuck yeah, let's do it. Let's have the best 4th of July ever. Isn't that weird? I thought that's so fucking weird. I don't know why, but that's so weird. 4th of July. Like, no one says Independence Day. If you do, you're talking about a Will Smith movie about aliens. Yeah, you're not talking about the day that the Declaration of Independence was stolen or whatever the fuck you celebrate on 4th of July. I wish they would change 4th of July to National Treasure Day, to the date where National Treasure came out. You just we celebrate on that day every year. This is the 10-year anniversary of National Treasure. It truly is a national treasure. That movie is a fucking national treasure. National Treasure is a national treasure, honestly. If there's one thing that we need to preserve and celebrate as a society, it's the DVD copy of National Treasure starring Nicolas Cage. That's what we need to do. I love that fucking movie. So good. National Treasure 2 is fire too. Obviously. No shit it was. National Treasure as well too. I make that joke every fucking podcast, and it's so funny every time. If you ever say something too, as well. Spider-Man 2? Spider-Man as well. Spider-Man also. Was there a movie that did that? Was there a movie that did that? Was there a movie that did that? They had in 2, but it was spelled T-O-O. I'm pretty sure there was. I don't know. All those go to heaven too. I'm saying a lot of words. 4th of July. Like, isn't that fucking weird? Like, what if we just all called Christmas December 25th? That's weird. Yo, dude, how was your December 25th break? How was it? I can't wait for December 25th break. My Christmas break. I can't wait for December 25th break. This homework is this history homework is really fucking me up. What are you studying? I'm actually studying the origins of February 14th. Oh, that's a good holiday. Yeah, February 14th it's pretty interesting actually. I can tell you about it later. Ah, cool. I wish I had a different name for it. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. February 14th is what we always call it. Isn't that weird as shit? It's Valentine's Day. Come on. Valentine's. As if those fucking kids who would say Valentine's and they'd be like, "Hey, happy Valentine's Day." And you'd be like, "Shh, get out of my fucking face. Say the right word." Like giving Valentine's in class, and they'd be like, "Happy Valentine's Day, Curtis." And I'd be like, "All right, you can have this back. You can have your Valentine back because it's not a real thing. Valentine. Ain't no time like the Valentine, huh? Hey, what Valentine is it? Do you have the Valentine?" Oh, this is a great podcast. Valentine. As if I feel like, you know how Valentine's Day you would give each other get little cards to everybody in your class, and no matter, even like if your crush gave you one, you're like, "Oh shit, she likes me," even though they gave one to everybody in the class. That shit was funny. But I'm saying is, what I'm gonna say is that if I was in like grade 4 and I had a crush on someone, and then they on Valentine's Day they came up and they were like, "Happy Valentine's Day, Curtis," I wouldn't have a crush on them anymore. Because they're talking about days that don't exist. And that's one thing. If you're going to be a part of my life, you got to talk about days that exist. You can't just be like, "Hey, remember May 11th or that day? May 11th. May 11th. Great day." If you think May 11th is a real day, you can't talk to me. All right? All right? My October 31st costume. My October 31st costume is fire this year. It's going to be one for the books. One for the books. One for the books. Oh, God. Yeah, 4th of July, though, right? Weird. And you just shoot shit in the air because some white guy killed a bunch of Native Americans. Cool, dude. Cool. Fuck. Hey, I hope you guys are doing well. Hope this podcast makes your life a little bit better or worse. At least if it has some sort of effect on your life, then I'll be happy. It doesn't have to be positive. You could be like, you could hate this shit. You can be like, "Oh, fuck, I gotta listen to another one. I gotta listen to this every week. I fucking hate this guy." And then you still listen. Because that's fine. You can hate this podcast and you can listen to it every week. That's fine. Haters are my motivators, dude. The amount of hate tweets I get about this podcast, actually, no, non-existent. I haven't got a hate tweet yet about this podcast. I should. Can someone, okay, if you're listening, tweet me some hate on this podcast. Tell me how shitty it is. Okay? And it's good because I'm going to say this now. So if anyone ever tweets me hate shit and they actually mean it, I'll be like, "Oh, they must have listened to the podcast and they're just listening to what I'm telling them to do." Yeah. I'm cheating. I cheated it. I just figured it out. I just figured out hate. I just ended hate. Single-handedly. With one hand. With one hand, I ended hate. So I fucking eat my other hand. Okay? Eat it. Swallow my other hand, dude. If you hate me, swallow my hand. Literally cut my hand off and then get a fork and knife and then just eat it. Eat my hand, okay? That's what I want my haters to do. You know, like talk to the hand? Fuck that shit. Eat my hand. Eat my hand. Eat my hand, because the face don't want to be eaten. I'm so tired. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. But eat it. Eat my hand. Episode 15. Eat my hand. Maybe. It's a possible title. That's always the best part of the podcast, is waiting to find out. Because I never know what I'm going to call it or what I'm going to talk about. Oh, I do know what I'm going to talk about, but I never know what I'm going to call the podcast. And when something comes up, I'm like, that could be a good one. Eat my hand. That's definitely a contender. It's up there. It's up there with October 31st costume. And that's it. Valentine's. So many possible titles. Can you believe it? Can you believe? Oh, God. What a time. We're already at 15 minutes. Fuck. Time flies when I'm being a fucking absolute moron. This is fun. This is a different episode. A little more mellow, I think, because I've had a full day. I skated to work this morning at like 8 o'clock in the morning. It was like half hour, 45 minutes. Just skating, just skateboarding, dude. Just actually fucking hitting kickflips and doing just doing a fucking huge backside flip over a fucking building because I'm sick at it. No, I just yeah. So I'm pretty tired because that's like exercise, and I don't really get exercise that much. Because, you know, it's a lot of work, and I'm already working, and then after I work, I don't want to go work out, because I'm already working inside all day, so I'm going to be like, let's move my body a bit, so I can live longer, maybe. But who knows? It could get hit by a fucking truck. Okay, sorry. I mean, it's kind of... I'll take that back, because I forgot what happened in Toronto recently. I could get hit by a plane. I could get punched out of a plane. I could be on a plane. Some guy could come up and be like, "Hey, Curtis," and I'd be like, "What, dude?" And he'd be like, "I'm gonna punch you out of this plane." And I'd be like, "Please don't." And he'd be like, "Booah!" And I'd be out of the plane. And I'd be like, "Oh, I wish I didn't waste all this time working out." And I'd explode. You know, why waste time doing shit you don't want to do if you're just gonna get punched out of a plane? That's what I always say. Anyways, I read in the news. Fuck, I'm not on the segue anymore, so I'm not making good segues. I read on the news that dairy milk sales went down 3% this year. That's fucking sick, dude. People are like, "Oh, cow titties? Shouldn't be sucking on them things." Shouldn't be sucking on them things. Finally, a lot of people are realizing that, and that's fucking sick. Because dairy milk is weird. It's so weird. So that's super rad. Good for that. Good for that. Also, but then like at the same time, you can like see the like dairy milk trying to advertise himself more and like rebrand milk, which is absolutely fucking bonkers because you're milk. Stop trying to rebrand yourself because you're milk. I don't need to do any more explanation. You're the white, your baby cow fuel that was made by artificially inseminating a cow that is kept in pretty harsh conditions usually. So don't rebrand yourself. Maybe don't be like, "Hey, but teeth, right?" Even though it's not really, doesn't really do that much for teeth. It's just kind of a lie. Yeah, milk's fucking weird. I mean, be like, there's a reason people are lactose intolerant, right? Because it's weird. You're not lactose intolerant. I feel like everybody's a bit lactose intolerant, you know? Because if people eat a bunch of cheese, like that usually like cheese and milk and shit, that usually does some crazy shit to your butthole, right? So everyone's like a little bit lactose intolerant because you're not supposed to be sucking on the tit juice. You're not supposed to be sucking on that thing. hey, at everyone still drinking milk, stop sucking on that thing. And if you drink milk and I'm offending you, and I don't know, just maybe think about it for a second. Fuck. Like, it's pretty, there's so many other milks to drink. All I'm saying is that they started rebranding. And like I was watching a Tasty video on Facebook because I'm a fucking basic ass bitch, and I was like, ooh, you're making a stupid fucking Philly cheesesteak pancake, because they just take two foods and shove them up each other's fucking asshole. Nacho ice cream? Ah, that sounds good. You won't believe this. You won't believe how this spaghetti water tastes. This spaghetti water is so refreshing. Tasty by BuzzFeed, because of course, feeding all of your buzz for years. They made a bunch of videos like sponsored by milk, and they're calling it real milk now. They're like, enjoy this meal with a nice glass of real milk. And first off, fuck you. Cause that's weird as shit. If you're having it was like a queso dip or something, and it was like, enjoy this with a nice glass of milk. Ugh. Hey, ew. No, dude, that's weird as fuck. I was gonna say shit, and then I upped it one more, because fuck is like out of 10. Shit's at like an 8.5. That's weird as fuck. Hey, you having a big bowl of cheese? Wash it down with some milk. With some white, thick cow tit juice. Suck it down, you fucking piece of shit. You gross loser. Drink this. That's what they're saying. And real milk, just because you can't milk, just because almonds don't have titties, doesn't make it not real. It's milk. You put it in your shit and you eat it. And it's real because you taste it and it's in your stuff. Hey, it's real because it exists. Almond milk is real milk because it's real. It exists, and you can have it, you can touch it, taste it, feel it, you can hear it, and you can smell it. You can do everything to it because it's real. It's real milk. Not imaginary. Hey, if almond milk was just a thing that we all pretended to have, then maybe say real milk. It goes for soy milk and oat milk and everything, but it's real milk because it's real and exists. It's like, real women do this. Oh, okay. So what do imaginary women do? Tell me. They probably do a lot more shit because they're imaginary. And if your imagination can do everything. And that's what this podcast is all about. Imagination. Isn't it great? What the fuck am I talking about? Milk. Yeah, hey. Don't try to be like, this is real milk. This is the good milk. Get that other shit. Get that nutritional almond and soy milk out of here. Fuck that. Suck on this cow's tit. Ooh, you love this tit. That's like a dairy milk company CEO. That's his memo that he sends to all the people who work for him. He's like, you love this fucking cow tit, don't you? It's a cow. It's a cow. It's like a really evil cow A really evil cow is the CEO of the milk company. I just kind of realized my mic was facing the wrong way, so I don't know if this audio is going to be that good, but hey, hope it is. So milk. Hey, milk. My thesis statement, my closing statement is, hey, milk. Shut up. Shut up. You're gross. This is fun. We're already at 25 minutes. Holy shit. Look at us go. Hope you guys are having a good day. Hope you guys are chilling. Hope you guys are just fucking chilling. Because that's the best day. When you wake up and you're like, man, I'm chilling. And then you realize you were locked in a freezer overnight. And that's why you say that. You're like, wow, I'm chilling. I'd love to be warm. I'd love to be warm right now. But I'm chilling, dude. Anyways, oh, this was a really funny story. Oh my god, this is fucking really funny. I like forgot that this happened until like 10 minutes ago. I was in a lift, a forklift. Someone picked me up at no, I'm kidding. A Lyft, Lyft, like Uber, but I had a discount. So I was in a Lyft, and then I got picked up, and then if like, here's my thing: if I'm in an Uber or a Lyft, like I don't start conversation because I don't. What do I have to say to an Uber driver? Like, hey, how the roads today? You know, I could like go without talking. But if they talk to me, like if they start talking to me, if they're like interested in stuff and they're like happy to be there and stuff, I'm like, okay, let's chat. Let's chit chat. So this guy started, he was like, how's your night going, man? I was like, great. And then he like asked me about things in Toronto and stuff. And he asked me where I worked, and I told him about the ink, like where I worked, the ink box and the tattoo company. And he was like, oh, tattoo. So we started talking about tattoos, and he was like, oh, I really, really want one. And he's like, but I don't want to get a stupid one. Like, and like, I also I want to go to the gym and get really buff before I start getting tattoos. And I'm like, oh yeah, why is that? And he was like, I don't know. I think it looks stupid on like skinnier, scrawny guys when they have tattoos. And I'm like, oh yeah, same. Because I'm a pussy. I didn't want to be like, well, I fucking have tattoos, dude, and I'm a skinny dude. So what? Are we pull over? I'm gonna fight you. Pull over, and I'm gonna square up. Pull over. Step 1, pull over. Step 2, square up. Step 3, I win. You know, I wasn't gonna do that. So I was just like, I went along with it, being like, okay, yeah, true. And I think like, cause he knew that I worked at a place that makes semi-permanent tattoos, that I wouldn't have any permanent ones. And then he started just talking a bunch of shit. And then he was like, so you don't have any tattoos, right? And I was like, yeah, I do. And he's like, oh, how many do you have? And then I was like, I have like 31. And then it was silent for like a good, like we were at a red light for a bit, and then it was silent until it turned green. Like that's how long it was silent for. And he was like, I'm sorry, man. Like I don't mean to offend you or anything like that. I'm sorry. And I was like, no, it's fine, dude. And it was so uncomfortable after that. Like the tone, like the whole mood in the car was completely different after it. It was almost there, but yeah, I wanted to share that because it was really funny, being like, he had no idea that he was talking utter bullshit like just talking shit on me to my face. And I knew, but he didn't know. And me being a bitch, and like being a huge bitch, just like going along with it, being like, yeah, dude. Skinny people with tattoos are fucking weird. I would never do that. I would never be either of those things. So that's me. That's me pretty much summed up. If someone was like, sum yourself up in a story, probably be that one. Too scared to admit something about myself because it's awkward. So I just go along with it, even if it means me being ridiculed and insulted. And oh man, I'm so bad at like shit like that. I was drinking on Sunday with my buddies Jacob and Dean, and we're at this bar watching the Raptors game, and this guy pulled up beside me, and he's one of those guys that just talk, you know, like people who just like talk to everyone, and you're like, I don't know how people do that. We were sitting down, and this guy pulled up, and he started chit-chatting, like saying little comments to me. I'm like, oh yeah, dude. And then somehow started talking, and we had a conversation, and then like, I don't want to sound like a dick, but like, fuck. We were at this bar, like me, Jacob, and Dean. We were obviously like hanging out together, like talking, and this guy kept like talking to me and like tapping on me and shit. And then Dean and Jacob know me really well, and they know that I'm the worst person to be in that situation, because Jacob and Dean can handle a conversation with like a stranger, and like they can talk to people well and like fake it. But if I don't want to talk to someone and if they're talking to me and I'm so uncomfortable that I just like say generic words that can just like, you can say to anything. Like if he said something bad, I'm like, it's brutal, dude. And if he says something good, I'm like, oh, nice. Like and it's the worst. It's like if you can't pick up on the fact that I'm uncomfortable, then there's something wrong. Because you have to know, because it's visual and audible to know that I'm uncomfortable. And then and then Dean was like, hey man, do you want to like go somewhere else? And I was like, yeah. So we went and played pool, and the guy gets up and follows us, and he's like, you guys playing doubles? And first off, we're last time I checked, you need 2 doubles, which is 4 to play that. And it was just me and Dean. So he's like, you guys playing doubles? So no shit, no we're not, because it's just 2, unless we're on the same team, which would be so dumb because the game would go on forever, and we'd both win. Actually, that'd be great. But and then we're like, oh no, and then he's like, oh well, can I play the winner? And I was too awkward to say anything, but Dean was like, no man. So he was like, okay, and then left. And it was. I just like that was a shit story, but like it just goes to show that I don't know how to behave in social situations really that are like even just a little bit not what I want to happen. But like I know how I want to behave, but when I'm in the actual social situation where it's not going the way that I want it to, I'm just like, oh, okay, and then I just stress and worry. I don't know. I feel like as I'm getting older, like it's like my social skills are just like just deteriorating. I don't know. Or or maybe I know what I want and I know what I'm comfortable with. Maybe that's what. I'm getting to know myself a bit better. You know? I'm just growing. What the fuck are we at? Where are we talking about? Where am I? Should I talk about that or should I take... Okay, I got a lot of topics to cover and I gotta do Twitter questions. So I'll talk about one more thing and then do the Twitter questions and then probably wrap it up, but I don't know what to talk about. I write down things all week and then when I get to it, I forget what these things are about. I literally wrote down the God picture. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is the God picture? Is there a picture of God that I saw and I don't remember? How do I not remember that? I feel like I would, if I saw a picture of God, I'd be like, holy shit, that's what he looks like? He has 4 dicks? What the fuck? That's the first thing that popped into my head when I thought of what God would look like. God has 4 dicks. And they're all different size and color. Oh, it's like a milk udder. God milk. That's real milk. Holy shit. I feel... Okay, I want to talk... Maybe for next episode. I've already talked about shit that I'm, like, pissed off about. Actually, all this shit makes me mad. Okay, yeah, I'll talk about this. There's this trend on Instagram, and just social media in general, of, like, street magicians doing magic tricks and, like, filming it. And, like, the thing is that they're trying really, really hard to make magic cool. And it's been done in the past. David Blaine's done it. Chris Angel's done it. And no matter how many times people try, magic is not cool. Okay? Don't get me wrong. Magic's impressive as shit. Crazy. Like, so entertaining. So fun. Because it's just tricks. It's just like, oh, how'd you do that? I wonder how. That's fascinating. I'm gonna go eat the sandwich now. See ya. You know, magic's cool. I mean, it's not. Fuck. I just contradict myself. Hey, magic isn't cool, but magic's cool. Fuck me. What I'm saying is that it's not like cool, you know? Like leather doing magic in a leather jacket is you're neutral. Because the leather jacket's cool and the magic's not. It's like riding a motorcycle in Crocs. That's what you're doing. It's not good. Like, a motorcycle's sick. Crocs? No. But there's so many, like, the new accounts that I'm seeing on Instagram being like, what's up? Yo, check this out. So, I'm gonna put this pen through my fucking head. And he does it. And everyone's like, yo, that's crazy. And he's like, yeah, like this fucking video, bitch. And the thumbnail of it will be like some girl in a bikini that he did the trick to. And then, I don't know. Like, it's just this bullshit. And then they're like trying to be like cocky, like influencers being like, yo, like magic, dude. Let's fucking do this magic. And you're like, okay. All right. You're not cool, though. Like, cool that you're doing magic? Impressive as shit. I could never do it. But it's not cool. I don't know if, I feel like there is, I want to, like, do a video or something about magicians on Instagram because, first off, you're a magician on Instagram. Editing is a thing. That's the thing, same thing as anything on TV. Like, magic tricks on TV, there's editing that exists. Do you guys know that? Do you guys know that people edit stuff? That's crazy. Chris Angel isn't even a real guy. He's just a sack of potatoes that they CGI. They make him do crazy shit. Chris Angel literally a sack of potatoes. If you guys didn't know that, that's the thing. If you actually say Chris Angel backwards is actually potato, which is crazy. Not that many people know that. Jesus. But yeah, I'm saying it's just like, stop trying to make magic cool. It's not. Just like, honestly, I'd prefer if magicians on Instagram were just full out, like, had the black wands with the white tips on it and like a top hat, and we're just like, oh, hello. Care to see a trick, good sir? I'm gonna pull this card out of this rabbit's hat, and you will be amazed, because I'm the amazing guy. Be amazed. And then he does the trick. Like, at least know what you're doing. Do the trick. You don't have to be like, yeah, I'm gonna tap into my fucking superpowers. I'm gonna tap into my superpowers and put my fucking index and middle fingers to my temple and pretend like I know what I'm fucking doing, and because this is just a trick, but I want you to think that it's real, and I have super fucking powers because this is Instagram, and people are idiots and will think that I'm real, because I drink real milk and I do real magic tricks. Okay, here we go. Was this your card? And then he pulls it out of his asshole and it's covered in shit, and then they're like, oh my god, it is. That's crazy. Ace of spades. That's crazy. You know? I don't know. Just, it's magic. Let it be magic. Don't make it cool. If it was cool, it would be called something else. It would be called fucking cool shit. I don't know. It's magic. Magic. Alright, let's get into these fucking Twitter questions, because you guys had some good ones, and I'm gonna answer them. I'm gonna go through like a bunch, because fuck it. Okay, Hannah asked, this is the first one. Does heating up chocolate milk make it hot chocolate? Yes. Yeah, it does. Yeah, 100%. Because chocolate milk, it's funny that they asked that, because we're talking about real milk. If real chocolate milk, chocolate milk is just milk with like chocolate shit in it, you know, like chocolate syrup or sweetener and all that crap, you know? And that's what hot chocolate is. It's milk or water with some chocolate powder, sugar, syrup shit, but it's just hot. So if you warmed up the cold, it's like if you put a hot chocolate in the fridge and then drank it. It's like chocolate milk. Same shit. Next cue. Favorite thing about the internet. From Dunlewitt. Dunlewitt? Oh yeah. Favorite thing about the internet. Probably me. Grace. 22 and unemployed. Does that change? Do you have to change your Twitter name every time something happens? Like if you get older and you have to, or if you get a job, you have to change it? If you get a job tomorrow, will you have to change your Twitter name to 22 and employed? Or if your birthday is tomorrow, 23 and unemployed? I like to think that with every like major milestone that happens in your life, like you add something to your Twitter handle. 25 and graduating. Unemployed and pregnant and 3 months pregnant. And you change it daily. And it's so long and no one's like, what's your Twitter handle? And you're like, fuck, honestly I don't. I forget. It's too long. Just fuck off. I don't have time for Twitter. I'm pregnant and I'm in class. Okay. 22 and unemployed asks, why am I gay? Not why am I gay? I'm not gay, but why am I gay? Asks 22 and unemployed. Like, why is 22 and unemployed gay? Why are you gay? 22 and gay. I don't know, because that's the way that God made you. He was like, hey, I have 4 dicks. You're going to be 22 and unemployed and gay. And that's fine. That's sick. Embrace it. Perks of Lace asks, what's your fave vegan food to cook? Queso with real milk. Just kidding, it's not vegan. I like pho is really fun to make. Pad Thai, obviously without egg and fish sauce. Tofu, pretty much. I got a tofu tattoo. I'd probably go with tofu because you can make so many different things with it, and it tastes like whatever you want it to. It's sick. It's like the mirror of Erised of food. I think I've said that before, but it is because it is whatever you want it to be. It's beautiful. Next question. 94 FTLT. Harry in 55 days. Nice. And that's spelled Harry, not Hairy. Harry in 55 days. In 55 days, I'm going to have hair. Where is your dream place to live and your dream place to travel? Dream place to live? Probably, like, here, to be honest. Like, I fucking love our house. I love Toronto. Yeah, probably here. I fucking love it. Maybe, like, okay, Toronto, but like a huge house. But I do like my house a lot, so probably here. Dream place to travel? I don't know. I really want to go to like Europe. Like Paris would be amazing. I think we're planning on going to Paris at the end of the year. So yeah, probably Paris or Australia. Yeah. Or Italy. So I can throw a coin in the Trevi Fountain. And then there's a lookalike in Italy who looks exactly like me, but he's a pop star. And then people mistake me for him, and I get to sing. Yeah. That'd be awesome. What if your name... Oh, Seeing Scars asks, what if your name was Curtin Connor? Guess my name would be fucking Curtin Connor then, wouldn't it? Next, Fern Doodles asks, do you like cold cereal? What's your favorite kind? Cold cereal? What the fuck? Just call it cereal. Hey, yeah, right? Hey, do you like warm toast? What's your favorite kind? I guess cold toast is a thing, and hot cereal is a thing. I'm just being an asshole. But cereal, just call it cereal. Yeah, I do. Fruity Pebbles are my shit. I haven't had them in a while. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is that bitch. French Toast Crunch, miss it. Haven't had it in years, but also that bitch. Yeah, those are some good ones. Have you Styles on vinyl? Have you had a ghostly paranormal-ish experience lately or at all? I don't know. I don't think so, really. Like there's been some times where actually, this one was fucking crazy. So my great grandfather, he died when I was like 8, and like he was like a huge part of my life, and like you know. So it was like pretty gnarly. And like one night we were at our grandparents' house. Like our grandparents lived with our great grandparents, and this was we were staying. Me and Kylie, my sister, were staying at our grandparents' house, and we're sleeping in the basement. And then we like woke up at like 3 a.m. because of this loud sound like coming from upstairs, and we were like, what the fuck is going on? And this was like really like pretty recently after like my great grandfather passed away, and we were like, what the fuck is that? And then we went upstairs, and it was in my great grandpa's room. His like alarm clock was still there, and it started playing like super loud music at like 3:33. I think she was like 3:33. It was like some creepy fucking time, and like randomly, like it never did that before. It just randomly turned on at this time and was like playing loud fucking music, and like that was I don't know, like it was at the time like we just like felt like we just felt weird. We were like it wasn't like a scary thing. We were just like, oh, holy shit, like that's crap for sure. Like, I don't know what it was, but we were just like, yeah. Usually I'd be like, yeah, that's just an alarm clock making a random noise. But at that time I was like, fuck, that's him. So yeah, that was cool. It was him just being like, hey, I know you guys are here. I'm chilling. I know you guys are asleep, but wake up. I'm here. You know, that's what he said. So that was pretty much the only thing that's really happened. There's some like tiny things that have been like, whoa, but like not like too crazy. What podcast do you listen to? That's a great question. I listen to Yeah, But Still. That's a really good one with Brandon Wardell and Jack Wagner. Really funny podcast. They're really funny dudes. So shout out to them. You should listen to them. Tiny Meat Gang with Cody Ko and Noel Miller. They're super funny dudes. I listened to Congratulations with Chris D'Elia. It's really funny. Let's Not Meet is one that I really like. It's a horror podcast, a true horror podcast, which is fucking crazy. The No Sleep podcast, which is a fictional horror one. Reply All, that's a good one too. Startup, that's a good one as well. So many great podcasts out there. I also listen to mine because it's the fucking best one. Let's do one more question and we'll wrap it up. What should we do? So many questions. That's a really good question, but I don't know how to answer it. If you okay, fuck it, let's try. I love you alert asks, if you could go back in time to relive a moment, what moment would you choose to experience again? And that's a crazy question. Because that's tough. I don't know. Like being birthed would be cool to experience. No. Fuck that, stupid. To experience again. Probably like the first time that like, I don't know. Like, am I me now? Or like that person that I don't know. Probably the first time that like me and Jenna hung out like one-on-one. We went to a fair, like the exhibition is what it's called. And it was like, that was a fucking cool day. And I wish I could, like I have memories of it, obviously, but, like, I don't know, it'd be funny and, like, kind of cool to, like, go back and just, like, if I were to, like, experience it and just, like, watch it for what happened and stuff. I don't know, that'd be cool as shit, you know? Yeah, sure, I'll go with that. Actually, I want to relive the first time I drank real milk. Okay, too many callbacks to real milk. We're at 50 minutes. Holy shit. I'll end it there, I guess. That was interesting podcast. I hope that you guys laughed at it. Thank you so much for listening and for tuning in every week. It literally means the world, because this is a lot of fun, and I'm glad that you guys enjoy it. As always, please rate and review on iTunes, subscribe on SoundCloud and on the YouTube channel, share it on your Instagram story, on your Twitter, on your Snapchat. Get it out there. Tell everyone about it. And yeah, let's fucking keep it going. I hope the rest of your day is really good. Ugh. All right. Love you guys. Bye.